Okay, so today we're going to be going over slope-intercept form. In equation, a linear equation, y equals mx plus b is written in slope-intercept form, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. By just looking at the equation, you can see both the slope and the y-intercept. So this is in slope-intercept form. So the 3 is your slope. We identify it with the letter m. The 7 is your y-intercept, which we identify with the letter b. Okay, so what I mean by slope-intercept is we have our x and y axis, okay, where a point crosses on the y line, that's your y-intercept. So that point would be your y-intercept. That's what that means. Okay, so by putting it in the equation in slope-intercept form, you can identify both the y-intercept and the slope. So here we're going to do a couple practice problems. Write the slope and the y-intercept of the graph for each equation. So you look at it, is this in slope-intercept form? Y equals mx plus b it is. So my slope is -2. My y-intercept is 4. Looking at number 2, is this in slope-intercept form? And it is. It looks like it's 1/2. It's really small for me to see. But my slope is 1/2. My y-intercept is y is equal to mx. I can change this to plus and change that to negative. So it's -3 because it's y equals mx plus b. So I changed that, did the change, and I got a -3. Okay, the next one, number 3, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So it's going to be, my slope is the invisible 1. My y-intercept is -5. Okay, so the next one, we have y is equal to -1. Well, how many x's are in this equation? Do you see any? I don't see any, so there is 0 x's. And this is a -1. So what is my slope? Because now I have it in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus b. So my slope is 0. My b is -1. Okay, looking at this, number 5. Y is equal to -7x plus, what's your b? It's not there, so it can have a value of 0. So my y-intercept is 0 on this one. My slope is -7. Okay, and the last one over here, y is equal to mx plus b. In front of this x is the invisible 1. Oops, sorry about that. Invisible 1. So it becomes a -1 for my slope and a +2. Okay, so that's the first part of finding slope. As long as it's in slope-intercept form, we're good. No work involved, just identifying the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, you are going to come across some problems where you have to do a little bit of work before, and then you'll be able to identify the slope and the y-intercept. So first of all, is this in slope-intercept form? Remember, it's y is equal to mx plus b. I'm going to put it right here. Y is equal to mx plus b. Is this y is equal to mx plus b? No, because the x and the y are on the same side. So therefore, I need to do a little bit of moving things around. Okay, so I want to get y by itself. So I am going to move the 2x to the other side of my wall, or my equal sign. By doing the opposite, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Okay, now I've got my -3y over here, which is good so far. I like my x in front, so I'm going to move this whole quantity, or this whole term, to this side of that, and I'm going to keep that +6 by putting +6 here. Okay, now do I have it in slope-intercept form yet? I have y is equal to, or -3y is equal to -2x plus 6. almost, what do I need? I need 1y. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to divide by -3, divide by -3, divide by -3. So everything that you see there needs to be divided by a -3. And then I've got -3/3 is 1y. That's what I want. Negative is a positive 2/3x. Negative and positive is a -2. So now my slope is, right here, this is the m, because it's mx plus b. So my slope is 2/3. And my y-intercept, change, is -2. Okay, so you have to do some work on some problems. Get the y by itself, your x and the number alone on the other side, and you'll have your y is equal to mx plus b. Alright, let's do the next one. Is this in slope-intercept form? It's not. I need to move the x across to the other side by taking the opposite. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So I have y is equal to -x minus 3. Remember, this is a negative x. I know that doesn't look very good. I'm going to erase it. And write it so you can read it. Would help. Let me see if I can find this. Oop, hold on. Okay, I'm going to put my minus x right there. I'm going to take that negative and keep it with it, put it over here, and my -3 here. So now it's in slope-intercept form. What is in front of this x and behind the negative is a 1. So it's -1 is my slope, and I change, and I get -3 for my y-intercept. Okay, last one, number 9. I need to do a little bit of work. I want to get the y by itself over here, so that means I have to move my x to the other side. It's a -4, so I'm going to make it a positive 4x plus 4x. It's gone over here. I still have 5y on this side. I'm going to move my x to the front and bring my -20, remember carrying that sign with it, to the back. I'm not ready yet for slope-intercept form. I now have to divide by 5 everything I see. So now I have y is equal to 4/5x. Negative and positive is negative. 5 will go into 24 times. So now I have it in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx, so my m is 4/5, that's my slope, plus b, -4. Okay, so that is finding a line in slope-intercept form, identifying the slope and the y-intercept with a little bit of work involved to get the y by itself. You're solving for y.